What's up? I'm Jacob, and this is another how-to. This one's one of my more favorite tricks, the bar spin. And I like teaching it because it's one of those tricks that everybody feels like they have to have in BMX. It's like the 180. It's just like one of those like foundation tricks. So, but if you can't bar spin, don't worry, because I'm gonna try to help you. A few tips. Number one, learn on a flyout, for sure. Like, there's no better way to learn than on a flyout. Only because you have so much time. You don't have to worry about the hop. You don't have to worry about setting yourself up. You can come off the lip, opened up, and ready to throw the bar spin. So I would recommend flyout. I think almost everybody I know has learned them on flyout. So I learned my first one, or I landed my first one on flyout, and I landed my very second one months later, hop. But definitely is easier flyout. It might be a little, I don't even think it's scarier. You just have more time, you can get away from it. Like, that's the biggest benefit to flyout, is if you throw it and something goes wrong, you have time to like step away, push the bike away. So the higher you go, the easier it's gonna be, but the scarier it's gonna be. So there's that toss up there. Just be comfortable jumping onto the deck of the ramp. You wanna land further than just the top. You want your back tire to actually get up in the air. I'll show you what you don't want, and I'll show you what you do want. That's a bad hop. You're never gonna bar spin coming out of the flyout like that. So you want it to look like this. Trying to avoid doing work, but I feel like it's more work to stop. As you can see, the second one was much higher, much more level. The idea of it is the higher you get, or the better pop you get off the ramp, the more time you have to level out and throw the bar spin. Number one thing to learn flyout is making sure you can actually jump good flyout. So, second tip is lean forward. So, when I say level out, I mean like get both tires level. You want the bars to throw like this, not like this. So you don't want to be facing upward when you throw the bar. It's just not gonna be as easy. It's not gonna work as well. Not gonna be as clean. You're probably gonna fall more. You'll land the bar spin and then loop out. It's no fun. Come off the lip, level out, throw the bar. So tips to throw on the bar spin. Do the thing that every kid does. Put the pedal on the thigh. I'm not gonna actually do it right now because I have metal pins and they kind of hurt. Just throw as many bars as you can. Get the muscle memory down for throwing a bar. Do like 100 of them. Do it for a couple days in a row if you have to. Or whenever you're just sitting at the skate park, lean up against the fence and just throw some bar spins. Just get that muscle memory, because it's literally gonna be the exact same thing when you come in off the lip. Once you come off the lip, you're gonna level out, and that's when you wanna throw it. You wanna throw it at the peak. You don't wanna throw it as soon as you get off the lip just to get rid of it or just to do it quick. You wanna level out and throw it. So, and I'm not talking like you have to come up, level out, throw the bars. I mean, you come up, and as you level out, you throw the bars. It's all one motion. So you don't wanna like pause and wait and throw like a late bar spin, but you do wanna wait until your bike is off the lip and you're starting to come forward. That's gonna be the easiest. The level out motion is you leaning forward. So you come up, you lean forward, which is gonna put you over the bars. You've probably heard a million other how-tos say it. Look down the steer tube here. You don't actually have to, but that's a good reference to where your head should be. You should be able to literally look down this. You know, if you're back here, you're not gonna be able to look straight down the tube. If you're up here over top of it, it's gonna be much easier. That does a couple things. One, that pushes your hips back and your knees back, which gets those out of the way so you have room to throw the bar spin. If you're right here, you're not gonna have much room. So you wanna be lean forward, which is gonna put your whole midsection back. Another thing is your knees. Yeah, you hear the pinch the seat. You don't actually pinch the seat. You just do a pinch seat motion. Basically, this is what I do. That's how I throw it. I'm not touching the seat, but if the bike falls one way or the other, it hits my legs. So I'm not actually pinching it like back in the day where they had a fat seat and they actually pinched it. You're just doing that motion. So you pretend to pinch and pull your knees back, which is gonna allow you to have more room to throw the bar so you're not smacking your kneecaps with it. So you come up, you level out, and as you level out, you're gonna be pushing the bars forward a little bit while leaning over the front end. You wanna open up, open so you have as much room in here as possible to throw the bar spin, and then you just do that thing that you were practicing against the fence. You just toss the bar spin, catch it, and then the rest is easy. You're just landing fly out. Try it a bunch. The higher you go, the faster you go, the easier it's gonna be. It's gonna be scarier, but it's gonna be 100 times easier, I promise. You'll learn it way faster. Just commit, keep your foot on. And it's not a bad thing to take your back foot off when you're doing it. Don't take your front foot off, because that will throw you in a whole different problem. But I used to, when I was learning them, I would take my front or my back foot off. So I'd come up and throw it, and as I threw it, I would take my foot off. That way I didn't fall. It's a horrible habit to have, so get rid of it fast. But if you got to do it for the first couple just to get a feeling of what the bar is going to feel like in the air, do it, but then make sure you keep your feet on. And also, a tip, if you do that pinch motion where you put your knees back and pretend to pinch the seat, that's going to help because you're already pushing your legs forward, or you're already pushing your legs and toes together. So the chances of you taking your foot off if you're pinching the seat is less likely, because pinching the seat is grabbing onto the frame. You're not as likely to take your foot off. So another thing I didn't mention was how you throw the bar spins. So however you practice on like the fence is going to be the best way for you. So the quickest way to bar spin, well, in my opinion, is just to flick it, just like that. But you can also bus them, which is just pushing the bar around. And there's nothing wrong with either of them. It's more of like a style thing or a preference. When I bar spin like easy stuff, when I bar spin like say like hot bars, or when I bar like this ramp, which is super easy for me to bar spin, I'll just flick them. If I'm doing something big, barring like a big drop or like a big box jump, I will bust it just so I know I have control of it the whole time. I think it looks cleaner to bar spin like this, but it's not the most controlled. So if I'm gonna do a bar spin over something big that I've never done before, usually I'll bust it just to be safe. So you can do either way, but if you're gonna practice one, just, you know, like that. And I've never done the bar spin in the grass thing. I think that that's difficult and you get hurt just as much. Even though you're not falling on as hard of a surface, you're falling more often and like the jump is off. Grass I don't recommend. Foam pits also, I don't really recommend learning bar spins in a foam pit, because the chances of you hurting yourself on there are more likely, because if you stop on the ground, then you can't hit the bike. But if the bike stops in the foam and you keep going, there's a better chance that you're gonna land on the bike and get all messed up. Whereas on a ramp, you can fall and put your arms and legs down and stop yourself from landing on top of the bike. So I don't recommend learning bar spins in the foam pit. Also, it doesn't let you like fully commit to leveling out, because you don't have to. Resi's great if you wanna learn bar spins on resis, that's perfect. But Flyout is what I would recommend. Those are my easy tips on how to do a bar spin flyout. You can take that to the streets, you can do it on hips, you can hot bar. After this, once you figure out this part here, which is like the base to how to bar spin, you'll be good. Anyways, if you like these how-to videos and want more of them, click the like button, subscribe if you don't want to miss out, and comment any other suggestions you have. Thank you for watching and supporting. Go get some merch. There's gonna be some BMX stuff on there, so don't miss out. We'll see you next time.